Good morning, all of you. Welcome back to the today's session. In this session, we are going to discuss about potable water and its specification. This is the one of the most important, useful concept in water technology. So, the contents of today's session is introduction to the potable water and what are the specification of the potable water. And outcomes of today's session is the student will able to understand what is a potable water and its specifications. Okay, let's entering into the introduction. So you all of you know almost all 3 by 4 parts of the earth is occupied by water. So in that, almost all 97% of water is salt water, that is unfit for drinking purpose. And remaining 3% is again 2% is located as ice. So that is also we can't drink. So the only 1% is usable fresh water available for different purpose. See, again, this 1% is also again we imagine as a 100%. Almost all 77% is water we use it for agriculture. Almost 15 percentage of water we used industrial purpose. So only 5 to 8% of water we used in a domestic purpose. So domestic purpose means again we are using water in cleaning purpose, washing, cooking, and drinking, etc., etc. See, what are the water we used for cleaning? We can't drink. So, what are the water we used in cleaning? We can't drink. So, the water which is suitable for drinking, so that is called as potable water. So, potable water need some specifications, some standards given by WHO, that is World Health Organization, and ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research. These two organizations are giving some potable water standards. So we need to maintain that potable water standards. Then only those water we can use for drinking. And let us entering into the specification or characteristics of the potable water. So these are the specifications of the potable water. The first one is, if you carefully observe, water should be clean and odorless. That is the most important. If you take a glass of water, that should be a transparent. That means we have to clearly observe the other side object through the water. That is a clear. And the second one is waterless. That means no smell comes out from the water. So that is the first specification. And the second one is it should be a pleasant to taste. Generally, drinking water is tasteless. So that means pleasant taste. Okay. Next, the third one is it should be a perfectly cool. That means normal cool. And the fourth one is it should be free from dissolved gases like H2S and carbon dioxide. That is the most important point. So these gases should not dissolve in water. Why? Because if you take carbon dioxide, if the carbon dioxide mixed into the water, maybe forms carbonic acid, that may be turned to acidic nature. So we should free from these gases like hydrogen sulfide as well as carbon dioxide. And the fifth one is it should be free from minerals such as lead, arsenic, chromic, and manganese salts. So why? Because if you carefully observe lead, arsenic, these are heavy metals, which is very, very harmful to the human bodies. Not only human body, as well as other animals also. Okay. And so we should free from minerals such as like lead, arsenic, chromium, and manganese salts. So we need to maintain that free from these minerals. And the most important point is the pH should be range from 7 to 8.5. So you all of you know the 7 is neutral and the 8.5 is some of the basic nature. And below 7 is called as acidic nature. So water should not be in acidic nature. So it may be slight, maybe basic nature, but not should be acidic nature. That is why we need to maintain the pH range is 7 to 8.5. And the total hardness should be less than 150 ppm. That is parts per million. The total hardness means yeah, the total hardness is temporary hardness plus permanent hardness is equal to total hardness. So you all of you know the temporary hardness of water is caused by calcium and magnesium, their bicarbonates. And the permanent hardness of water caused by calcium and magnesium, their combinations of chlorides and sulfates. So both total hardness and temporary hardness plus permanent hardness, total hardness should be less than 150 ppm. Okay, by determine this total hardness by using complexometric method, we can determine it. And the eighth one is it should be free from diseases producing microorganism. This is the most important thing, that is it should be free from pathogens, that is microorganisms like virus, bacteria, fungi, algae, etc., etc., which are causes to the diseases. So we should maintain free from all these microorganisms. So these are the main characteristics or specifications of the potable water. So that's all about the potable water standards. Thanking you.